Alright, welcome everyone. We got things figured out. As you can see on the screen there, Finn, we do have clips of your match. So we had some technical difficulties, but we're coming to you with another one. We got a big one for you. We got Vital versus Rapid. This is going to be a quick match. Let's see if the teams are on the right side. And it looks like we have guessed right. All right, here we go. There's my buddy Sweet Tooth looking ready. Let's do some player intros. We got Copyco, we got Average, we got Little Steven, and we got Sweet Tooth coming in for Rapid. Coming in for Vital, we got Killers, we got Pog, we got Nemblix, and we got Just Xenox. All right, if they're ready, I'm ready. How come it says round 2 and it says 30 minutes on that clock? I'm not sure. Hopefully that works itself out. Maybe we got scoring bugs. Who knows? Let's go like this. Whoop. There we go, round 1. Haha. Okay, if they're ready, I'm ready. Let's get it in the middle and let's rock and roll. There's Nemblix with that ball. Yeah, Just Xenox. Yes, sir. Put that ball in the middle. Let's rock and roll. Okay, here we go. Round 1. Vital versus Rapid. On your way. Who you guys got in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. This should be a good one. And we're off and rolling. Picking that up is Just Xenox. Just Xenox coming in on Copyco, with Copyco taken out by Paul. Just like that. Vital up 1-0. All right, now here we go. We got Sweet Tooth. Fast little robot, that Sweet Tooth. Faster than the ball. Now Pog, he's just going to heave it down the other way. It's coming in hot, but Copyco gets back and gets his hands on that ball. Bats that up on the sidewalk area. It's going to pop up. And picking that up is Little Steven with Average on his back. They do a little re-grabbing. Ooh, had a little bit of a lag there. Now, Nemblix picks that ball up, and he's coming in, looking around. He fires that pass across over to Killers. Here comes Killers. He holds it. He shoots. What a save coming in from Sweet Tooth. Nemblix is there. Can't get it to go. And Sweet Tooth will send it the other way, all the way down. Here it comes. Boom! Coast to coast. We got a... Huh? Oh, we got a pause. What we got. Maybe it's unpaused now. Coast to coast for Sweet Tooth. We must have a pause here. Killer's waiting. There it is. All right, here we go. Now, here we go. We're off to the races, and Pog's going to bring that up. He's coming in skyward. He hits a beautiful little ceiling carve. 360. Woo, he's going for a big trip. Throws it, turns, and Sweet Tooth gets a hand. Pog's trying to put it in, but it's going to be swatted out. Great stop there from Rapid. Now the ball's going to be up for grabs, and Neblex gets it, circles around, gets away from one, coming in skyward, going to get knocked off by Copy. And little Steven going to fire that ball into the center area. Now we got just Xenox, fires that up top, and Sweet Tooth picks that up, now circles around, bouncing in from one of the clouds, coming in and looking, and now fires that across. Oh, it goes back up to Copy Co. Xenox has it. No, Copy Co takes it right back, gets pulped out. Now Sweet Tooth trying to hustle in, trying to keep that ball alive in that offensive zone. Nemblish doing their 10. There's little Steven with it. He passes over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth turns and fires in the top pocket. 2-1. Rapid leads. Okay, here we go. We got Pog coming in hot from up top on that nest. He turns and fires and gets it underneath. Woohoo! Rapid. Vital tied at 2. All right, now Sweet Tooth.
Play kicks off.
Has it up top. Going back and forth now. Gonna wait. And we're just gonna hang out here. No real hurry. Now he's gonna go over to the donut, also known as the hoop to hoop. He comes in, throws it over to Average. Average has it. Average gonna fire it back over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth fires it off to little Steven. It's gonna be deflected wide. Now Average looking to smack that back to the center area. And it's going to go over to Copy. Copy picks it up. He passes that across. Ooh, just misses Sweet Tooth. And Average now going to hit that bounce as that ball pop up. And Nemblix gets it. Trying to get away from Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth causing all kinds of ruckus. Nemblix lobs it up looking for Xenox. But little Steven's there. Little Steven bringing it up. He fires that. Looking for Average. Finds Average. Average. Fires it down to little Steven, bounces off the nest. Here comes Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth turns and fires. That's a good stop there from Killers. And Nemblix going to get that cleared into the neutral zone. Now we got Copy. He's going to swap that back around. He's going to bounce around off the wall a little bit. Nemblix picks it up, gets checked off by Average. Now picking it up, turned the right way is just Xenox. Xenox now coming in from up top. Going skyward, hits a little bit of a carve, and little Steven gets a good hand on it. Now Pog looking to keep that ball. Throws it back to Nemblix. Oh, just misses him. We got Killers back there. Playing that back line. Oh, it gets by him too. Good thing just Xenox. Just in time, Xenox. Now Xenox bringing it up from the corner of the halo. And a little bit of a carve off the ceiling. Comes in, and little Steven again. Big shout out to little Steven for that tough defensive pressure. He gets that ball swatted down. And we're tied 2. We got less than a minute to go. Killers has it. Killers, working it around. Bounces it. Oh, it bounces down. And Nemblix is going to get it. And it's going to pop up. And little Steven bops it down. It's going in hot. And we got Killers in that goal. Here comes Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth gets it and turns and finds that side. Same pocket. 3-2. Rapid takes the lead with 23 seconds to go. Just Xenox needs to get something here. Running out of time. And just Xenox, and just Xenox does. Takes it coast to coast, ties it up at 3. We got a barn burner on our hands.
Second showdown.
Looks like round 1 is going to head to overtime. Sweet Tooth now working it in, really spreading the arena here. Now we're going to fire that over to Average. Fires it back to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth throws it off the backboard, looking for that rebound. Just Xenox going to get that smacked around. Now Average has it. Fires that pass across over to Copy. Copy has it. He's coming down. He fires it towards the goal. A little bit high. Didn't quite get that pass attempt. Copy, though, putting in some work. Gets it to little Steven. Little Steven shoots. Oh, that was close. Killers had to be on the ready there. That ball's going to bounce all the way down into Rapid's end. Sweet Tooth trying to get away from Killers. Goes up. Little Steven has it. Little Steven going to lob it towards the goal. Here it comes. Oh, no, just Xenox gets it. What a defensive stop there in overtime. We're 43 seconds in, 44 seconds in. Now here we go. Ooh, that was a big tackle. I think that robot left the arena. Probably left to orbit, too. Now Average. Trying to get by Nemblix. Nemblix not giving up, but little Steven has other ideas. Throws it back over to Copyco. Copy. Trying to get it out. Nemblix, though, still with that pressure. Little Steven comes in again. Little Steven, huge in this round. Ball bounces down and picking it up is Pog. Pog now resetting it back all the way to his own zone. Now going to turn the corner, has some speed. Good ball control here. Going to bat that ahead over to Nemblix. Nemblix has it. Nemblix fires it over to Just Enox. Fires it towards the goal. Copies like, not today. Throws that over to Little Steven. Little Steven now going skyward. Hits, sends it over to Sweet Tooth. It's going to miss and go over to Copyco. Copy's going to bat that all across the arena. And Killers sends that, bounces off the onion ring. And Just Enox has it, trying to get away from Average. Does, bounces off the cloud. Up on that halo, now coming in. And swoops in. Lays that ball up, and Nemblix tries. Good shot attempt. But steered aside by Rapid. Now we're at almost 2 minutes. This has been a 7-minute round so far. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Pog now turns the corner. Gets it. Almost turns the corner. Now turns the corner. Now bringing it up on that sidewalk. Getting those boost pads. Throws it up to Just Enox. Just Enox a little bit behind. Average has it. Average off and running. There is one back. Average bringing it in. Looking back. Looking for a homie. Turns and fires. Gonna hippopotamus. The ball's up. There's Average. Ooh. Pops up just above them. And now Nemblix has it. Nemblix circling around and hits the carve. And brings that ball down. And brings that ball up on the sidewalk. And now Just Enox has it, goes wide, and goes up top. And circles around, comes in, throws it across. Nemblix can't reach it. Sweet Tooth bats it out. And pops it up. Ball bounces down. Killer's looking to pick it up. No, can't get it. Nemblix now getting it out and working it up, working down, and gets away from one, goes up top, looks behind, sees they have space and comes in, and Average gets a great hand, great save there. 3 minutes into the overtime round, Average has it off and running. Vital has players back though, Little Steven gets it, Little Steven has speed, gets around, ooh, bounces off the wall, and Little Steven having to put in work, gets knee mugged by two. Here comes Just Enox. Just Enox going to get tackled by Copyco. Ball pops up. Now Sweet Tooth has it. Sweet Tooth throws it down. Great pass over to Little Steven. Little Steven one-on-one. Little Steven gets the overtime. Rapid takes round number 1 in overtime. Woo! I didn't think that round was ever going to end. Alright, we're in between rounds here. Let's see what we got on the stats there. We got Sweet Tooth coming in with 3 goals, Little Steven with 1. We got Pog with a goal. We got Just Enox with 2. Got a couple of dimes there for Sweet Tooth and Little Steven. And Sweet Tooth coming in with 2 huge saves. But big shout out, Little Steven. Great defensive stop. Alright, let's get ready for round number 2. Vital. Rapid. That ball is going to come back to the middle. There it goes. All right, let's see what happens. That was a tight round. Could have gone either way, but we'll see if Vital can tie it up at 1 or if Rapid will take a 2-0 round lead.
It's go time, friends.
Oh no, they already have 2. Why does it say 2? Oh, and just like that, Pog comes out, putting it in.
I can't believe my optical sensors.
Get that fixed.
Play recommences.
All right, here we go. We got Just Enox going up top. He bats that across over to Pog. Pog comes away with it. He's now going to circle around. He bats that back. And it's rolling towards the goal. Here comes Killers. Killers comes in just in time. Now Nemblix has it up top. Nemblix trying to work it around. And it comes away. Pog has it. Pog now up on that halo. And coming around. Now we got Average with it. Average coming in off the nest. He throws it across. There's Little Steven, and Little Steven stumps it in the goal. Tying it up at 1. I don't know why those aren't working. All right, Just Enox has it. He's bringing it up wide. He's now looking to work it in the middle. And waiting for that pass. No, he shoots. Doesn't get the bounce he wants. Nemblix has it up top of there. Sweet Tooth coming away with it. Sweet Tooth now circling around calmly. Laying it up, springing his homies. Trying to get that ball in front. And Copy's going to throw that back. Bat that back over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth goes to the sky. Throws that over to the sidewalk area. Average gets it off the bounce there. Great play here. Calmly working it up is Rapid. Ball bats to the side. Sweet Tooth trying to press, but here comes Pog. Pog gets it, lobs it up. Little Steven's back there. Little Steven gets a hand on it and gets it swatted across. Now we got Pog and Average battling for it. Gets swatted back into the middle. And we got Nemblix has it. Goes over to Just Enox. Just Enox coming in from the halo. And gonna hit that ceiling carve coming in and turns. That great stop there from Copyco. Now going the other way, Average coming in hot on Killers. Average jukes, jives, oh, off the post. Woo-hoo-hoo! Off the camera of the post and in. What a goal, Sweet Tooth. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of blinked there. Just Enox goes right back the other way and puts it in, 2-2. All right, now Sweet Tooth has it up top. Looking.
Ball's in play.
Around, still waiting up there. No real pressure. Copyco gonna say hello. Now they fire it over to Little Steven. Little Steven can't quite wrangle that pass. Now Pog gets it, turns the corner, goes down through the sewers. Gonna try to bring it out, looks back, doesn't see anybody. Still bringing it in, comes in, jukes it into the middle. Here comes Nemblix, but there's a great stop from Copy. Just Enox now coming in, gonna shoot and fire, and the wide, ooh, almost with the rebound. Great save there from Copy. That ball goes up top. Now Nemblix comes in hot. Nemblix shoots. Nemblix hippopotamus misses. And the ball bounces wide. Now it goes up top. And Nemblix fires it over to Just Enox. Just Enox coming in hot. Ooh, gets tackled by Little Steven. And there's Nemblix. Gets it up to Pog. Pog swats it down to the ground. And it's going to go over to Average. Average now trying to get that out into the neutral zone. And Killers has it. Killers going back the other way, trying to bring it in, trying to get something going for his team. Killer shoots off the post, and coming in hot is Just Xenox. Off Sweet Tooth, but I'm pretty sure that was Just Xenox. Vital goes up, 3-2.
Play resumed.
All right, now we got Sweet Tooth. He lobs that over to Average. Average can't come up with that ball, and Nemblix has it. Nemblix now coming in from that halo, looks back, and brings that ball down. Now going skyward with it, flips that into the middle. Just Xenox has it, circles around, jukes, jabs, throws it over to Pog. Almost got a copy of their last goal. And Little Steven pops it up, and Sweet Tooth pops it ahead. Just Xenox has it. Ooh, drops it. And going the other way, who we got? That's Sweet Tooth. Battling that around. There's Average coming in from the skies. Average shoots off the post. Oh, Killers keeps that ball out. And it's going to be loose, and Pog now turning it the other way. Up a goal, trying to get that deciding nail in the coffin goal. No, too much speed. Ball pops free and goes high. Now just Xenox trying to work it. And bats that up top. Gets it over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth circles around, looking around. Bounces off. Bounces, throws it ahead. Oh, just about sprung Average there. Killer's going to get that cleared back down to the other side. We got 10 seconds to go. Rapids down a goal. Here comes Pog looking for one more for the road. He circles around and goes over to Just Enox. Just Enox comes in. Just Enox shoots. Copyco with a huge save. That ball, we're in hot potato time. Just Enox trying to keep that ball alive. And that'll do it for that round.
What a game.
Vital takes round number 2. In a tight one. All right. We'll see if we can get those rounds figured out. Let's see what we got on the stats there. Sweet Tooth still 4, 2 saves, 1 assist. Little Steven, 2 goals, 1 assist. Average, 2 assists. Copyco, 1 save, or 2 saves, 1 goal. And we got 3 goals for Just Xenox, 1 for Killers, 2 for Pog. That's all the stats we got on that side. All right, well, I think they're going to be getting close. Let's see. Let's get ready for round number 3. All right, that ball's heading back to the middle. Let's see if we got 10 seconds here. Just 2. All right, we're off and rolling. We'll figure it out later. Now, here we go. Who has it? That's Killers. Killers working it through the sewers. He's going to get checked off there by Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth now working, trying to get it by Killers. He's going to bop that ball up. Gets that ball up on the mound. Now we got Killers trying to work it in, trying to get a goal for his team. Goalie pinching up. Ooh, has it swatted out of his hand right to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth now coming. Vital doing a good job of getting back. Sweet Tooth sees that, so he just hangs on. Now he gets it over to Copy. Copy with the one-touch pass over to Average. Trying to get it back. Here comes Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth turns. Oh, bounces wide. And just Xenox gets that ball batted up. Now here we go. We got Nemblix working it in, looking around. Doesn't see anything that they like. He turns, and the ball will be swatted out of his hand. Good smothering defense in their own zone coming in from Rapid. Now little Steven going to lob that forward. Ooh, hits a crazy bounce. And Nemblix gets it. Tries working up on that sidewalk. Coming in wide. And turns and fires. Nemblix, speedy little robot. 1-0. Vital leads. All right, keep in mind this is one round apiece. Not sure what happened to Rapids rounds, but Sweet Tooth is going to bring that in, and he goes skyward. He bounces it off the back wall, looking for that rebound. Copy is crashing that net. Couldn't come up with it. It's going to bounce all the way back. We got two Vital players there. Nemblix takes to the sky, throws it, and off to the races is little Steven. Little Steven up on that halo. Coming in and going to swoop. Going to fire that over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth gets denied by Pog, and just Xenox comes away with it. Now Sweet Tooth has it. Ooh, loses it, and little Steven trying to keep that ball alive. Does. Ooh, no, loses it, and now bumps up. Where is it? It's loose. It's in the sewers. And Nemblix trying to turn that corner, trying to work it in. And goes skyward, goes over top of the nest, fires that pass across, over to Just Xenox. Just Xenox fires, nowhere near the goal. Gonna set it up for Nemblix. Nemblix gets a smack on it. You know, Nemblix still causing a ruckus, throws it back. It's gonna go wide into the neutral zone now. Killers pinching up. He's gonna have that bounce around, and he flips that up, and it goes around, and it goes over to Nemblix. Nemblix has that ball bounce, and swats that ahead. Bounces all around. It's going to come down. And Copy now trying to get possession. No, still can't maintain solid possession. Sweet Tooth tries, but no, that ball's still bouncing and rolling. Anybody's ball right now. Now little Steven looking to do something with it. He's coming in. He gets by one. He gets by two. He turns and fires. It's a little high, but gets that rebound. Little Steven ties it up at one.
Ball's in play.
All right, now here we go. We got Pog coming around that corner. He flips that over to Nemblix. Nemblix fires it. Sweet Tooth gets that save, but it goes right to Xenox. Just Xenox fires it over to Nemblix. Nemblix coming in. Oh, it stopped. It's rolling right out. And it's going to be swatted to the side. Sweet Tooth's going to look to get that out. Can't. It's little Steven. Gets a great clear, but again, Nemblix back there. Between Nemblix and Killers, they got that back line covered. Now Xenox throws that ahead, bounces, little Steven picks it up, throws it over to his homie Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth has it from the perch, loads it, throws it to Average. What a pass, what a dime coming in. Average gets the goal. 2-1 Rapid leads. All right, keep in mind, tied at one round apiece. Not sure why those rounds aren't working. We'll hit it twice in the intermission. Pog goes up. Pog turns and fires and finds that crazy bounce on that near side. I don't even know how you sneak the ball in with that many hands on that short side. Now here comes Sweet Tooth up on the halo. Gonna pass that across. Gets that over to Average. Average back to Copy. Copy coming up. He's gonna lay that over to Sweet Tooth. No, Sweet Tooth's not there. Probably taken out. And just Xenox looks back and looks around. Has Nemblix with him. Has all three with him. Now they're going to spread it out. Just Xenox goes up top. He fires. No, he gets knocked off. An Average with a great defensive stand there.
Half a minute left.
We got 30 seconds to go in this round. Nemblix has it. Brings it down through the sewers. Trying to get away. There's two. Little Steven and Sweet Tooth really causing a ruckus. Just Xenox, though, gets some separation.
15 ticks to go.
And now Nemblix has it. We're tied at 2. Are we going to see another crazy overtime? Who knows? Nemblix comes in hot. Nemblix turns, and Nemblix puts it in. We got 4 seconds. Let's see what Rapid can do in this hot potato
Back
time.
on it. Oh, here we go.
They're going to fire that across over to Average. Average from the perch. Looking. Now working it up. Ooh, gets it away. Has to just pop it back to the corner.
That's a wrap.
And that's going to do it for that round. Vital takes round number 3 by a score. Up 3-2. Whew, that was another close one. Pretty epic here. Now we got, let's see who we got. Leading scorer is Sweet Tooth. Big shout out though. Coming in from Pog, he has 4 for Vital. Still no assists or saves that are showing up for Vital. I'm sure they've been passing it. I've seen it. But yeah, 2 saves for Sweet Tooth, 2 for Copyco. And Average and Little Steven both with 2 assists. All right, let's get ready for round number 4. That ball is going to head back to the middle. Here it goes.
All set to start.
Yes, sir. All right, we still don't have one on there for Rapid. But if Vital takes this round, they will win in 4 rounds. But Rapid looking to turn it up. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Now we got just Xenox coming off with a bang and goes up top. Has some speed. Now looking for a pass option. No, circling back. Maybe looking for that goal. Just going to pop it up. And Pog's there. Pog shoots a Copyco. Gets a great save. Now Sweet Tooth has it. Bounces it all around. Oh, we had a little bit of a screen lag there. And ball bumps up. And Copy. Can't quite get that ball. It's going to bounce back into Rapid Zone. There's Average. Average with a fast little juke there. Gets by 1. Throws it over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth now going to calmly set it up from his Halo perch. Now brings it down to the sidewalk. Comes up. And fires that across. Xenox gets a hand on it. Oh, tried to flip it towards the goal. Now just going to swat at it. It's going to be high. It's going to bounce down. Copy. Does a good job of wrangling in that rebound. Little Steven now. Going to try to spring Average. Average now. Oh, loses the handle. It's in front. Xenox trying to catch up, but there's Nimblix. Nimblix now turning the corner. Working it up top. And hits a little bit of a carve. Turns and fires to that Sweet Tooth with a great save. Little Steven. He'll come away with it. Now it's down in that neutral zone. Picking it up is going to be Nimblix. Fires it back down. And we got Sweet Tooth up top. Back on that perch of that Halo. Bounces over. Keeping it wide. Now waiting. No real pressure yet. Vital's hiding it back. Waiting to see what Sweet Tooth does. Lays it off to Copyco. Over to Average. Average. Oh, just off the crossbar. Man, don't get any closer. Great pass in there. Good attempt. And it's going to bounce back into Rapid's end. Picking it up is going to be Little Steven. He's trying to get it out. He throws it into the neutral zone, into the sewers. Now down there is Sweet Tooth. He flips that ball up. Good ball control. Throws it towards the goal. Pog saves the goal probably. He fires that down over to the other side. We got 3 minutes to go. Still no score. And it goes towards the goal. Sweet Tooth trying to get there, and Sweet Tooth can't quite make it. Just Xenox able to beat everyone. Vital goes up 1-0. All right.
They're not wasting any
Here
time.
comes Sweet Tooth down a goal. They can't afford to lose another round. Average can't pick that up. Just Xenox comes in and swipes it from him. Now just Xenox trying to work away and coming in hot and trying to go coast to coast. Nemblix there to pick up that rebound. And just Xenox has it, circling around, waiting, looking, lays it up. Nemblix gets denied by Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth now pops up. Little Steven can't get it. Nemblix has it. Nemblix trying to turn that corner. And comes down. Now Copy has it. Copy. Just Xenox putting in all kinds of work. Little Steven's up there too. They're just battling for it. Just swiping at it. And Sweet Tooth comes away with it. Sweet Tooth libes it over. Nemblix. Killers. Good read there. Pitches in. Goalie with the reverse flush. Here comes Killers. Killers. Juking one way, turns and fires, but Copy's like, get that weak out now. He's going to send it. He saw that goalie out. Will it go? No, it will not go. So close. But they would have liked that one now. Just Xenox now fires that up, and it's going to be intercepted. And Average doing some good work there. Here we go. Little Steven coming in fast. Little Steven turns, but Pog gets great hands on it. Average shoots. Killer denies it. Great save there from Vital. Picking it up is going to be just Xenox, working it back the other way. Vital is up 1-0. They're up 2 rounds to 1. despite what the scoreboard says. Now we got average. Going wide with it. And circles it back in. Flips it up. Pog. Fires it. Oh no, Copy takes it, and Copy beats everyone. Caught him sleeping.
Ball reset.
Rapid ties it up at 1. Okie dokie, smoky pokey. We got Pog with it. Pog. Turn in that corner, trying to get by. Little Steven does. And circles back around. Great ceiling carve there. Shoots, and Sweet Tooth gets a save. Just Enoch shoots, and they miss. Pog will keep possession. Lays it up over for Nemblix. Nemblix gets tackled off. Sweet Tooth spanks that into the mound area. It's rolling back. Killers is going to look to circle that up. Now looking to spring his teammates.
Final half minute.
Has one on hoop-de-hoop. Now Nemblix advances. So does Killers. Killers now lays it up for Nemblix. A little bit in front. I saw the attempt there. Good try. And no one can get it out. Now Sweet Tooth gathers it. We got 15 seconds to go. We're tied at 1. Sweet Tooth working in around that halo. Stops.
Final
Back
10
and
second
forth.
push.
Now going to bounce up. And coming in from the wing. Stops. And coming in. Throws it over to Copy. And Copy from a crazy angle.
That's it.
Rapid. With no time left on the clock, let's see what we could, what Vital could do in this hot potato time. We're gonna be tied at 2 rounds if Rapid can hold on. Just Enox has other things to say about it. Comes in, gets checked off. Little Steven will just end the round.
What a match.
Big win, big round win for Rapid. We're going to a 5th and deciding round here. Woo, 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 that's hype. Let's do one thing here. Let's just go like this. And we'll go like this. Sorry for the double thing. Maybe that'll fix it. You can all see that it's the 5th round. All right. That ball actually is back in the middle already. Okay. We're getting back to it. No in-between time. They restarted. Here we go. Round number 5. This one's for the marbles. And it is go time. Little Steven has it. Little Steven throws it down. Nemblix is back there. Gonna try to pick that up. Little Steven shoots towards the goal, but Killers goes to the sky, gets it out of that goal area. Now he's working it up, doing a good job. Advances the ball, gets around that attacking defender. And gets it over to Just Enox. Just Enox circles around. Now goes back up, circles back wide, and lays it up, and Nemblix! Shot stopped by Copyco. Great save. He's bouncing around, and picking it up is going to be nobody. It's going to bounce up. And now we got Copy coming in out of that goal. Copy bouncing over to the Orion onion ring. Now throws that down. And here comes Pog. Pog looking to go the other way. We got 3 back, 4 Rapid. Pog turns, and Pog don't care. Pog
What a play.
puts Vital up 1-0 here in the 5th round.
They're off
Now we got
again.
no,
Look at
no
that
rounds.
acceleration.
Round number 5. No rounds. Sweet Tooth coming in, turns, fires, and puts it in the goal, tying it up at 1. Good
That was
work.
amazing.
We got a barn burner here. Both teams want this. They want that record. They want that dub. Fighting hard. Who wants it more? We'll find out. Just Xenox now coming in. Has a ton of speed. Trying to work it in. Goes skyward. Now looking for that pass. No, shoots. And Average gets that stop. He goes to the sky. Throws it wide. Looking to spring Steven. Steven going to get it. Gets it off. Thing. Lobs it ahead. Oh, it's loose. And going the other way. Here we go. Pog. Coming to the sky, gonna lay it in, and puts it in. Woo-hoo, Vital up 2-1. All right, they're capitalizing, turning it the other way.
Once more.
Vital is now. Sweet Tooth gonna look to set it up, not panicking. There's no panic in that Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth now goes side to side, goes wide with it, flips it over to Little Steven, but it's intercepted. Good read there from Xenox. Xenox gonna lay that over to Nemblix. Nemblix now waiting in the sky. Just bumps it up, and ball goes down. It's loose. Just Xenox gets their own pass, but here comes Rapid. They're putting on some pressure. Killers far out of that goal. Just going to swat that. Probably head home. Now we got Copy picking that ball up, and going to fire that over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth fires that across, and it's loose. And we got to race more. Just Xenox. No, Little Steven tries to pick it up. Average gets that swatted. Now it's loose in the neutral zone. Goes the other way. No, it's... There it is. They're still fighting with it. And Pog's going to pick it up. Pog. It's by 1. Looking. Going to lay that up over to the homie. There's Nemblix. Nemblix now. It's a beautiful ceiling carve. Comes in and looks to shoot, and Sweet Tooth with a save. But there's Pog putting it in. Vital goes up 3-1. Ooh, okay. Sweet Tooth now having to put in some work. Down 2 goals. Average gets it, fires it over to Little Steven. He's going to go wide now, working it in. Fires it over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth over to Copy, and Copy not wasting any time. Great feed coming in from Sweet Tooth. Rapid only down 1. All right, Xenox bringing it up the sidewalk. Up on that top shelf. Comes in off the claw. And going to swoop around and comes all the way to the ground. Good ball control here from just Xenox. Gets it over to Nemblix. Nemblix challenged by Sweet Tooth, and that ball's going to pop free. Little Steven has it. He fires that ahead over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth fires that down. Gets it over to Copy. Copy gets checked off by Nemblix, and Pog's going to get that smacked. Here comes Little Steven. Little Steven takes it to the skies. Goes up to the nest. Comes around. He turns. He fires. And Killers with a great save. Keeping in a 3-2 score. Now Nemblix looking to add. Going to fire that into the mound area. It's going to go back. Killers has it. Has to reset all the way back. Probably killing a little bit of time. Sweet Tooth, though, not wasting any time. He's coming in on. He's going to bounce it. And Sweet Tooth tricks them all. We got a tie game. 5th round. Woo-hoo. 40 seconds to go. Now we got just Xenox looking for that game-winning goal. Coming around that corner. Gonna look to work it in, turns, lays it up, Nemblix gets denied. Good defense there from Rapid. Pog has it. Pog gonna fire it over to Nemblix. Nemblix shoots, Nemblix scores.
And it's in.
4-3, Vital takes the lead. We got 20 seconds to go. Can they do it? Can Rapid tie it up? Here comes Sweet Tooth coming in skyward, over to Little Steven. Little Steven shoots, and Killers with a game-saving save. Throws it up, over to Average. Average trying to get one more. Just Xenox will just launch it to the other side. And that's going to do it. Congratulations goes to Vital. Woo, woo, woo. Man, I knew that was going to be fast-paced, but I didn't think it was going to go 5 rounds. You guys are killing me here. That was some epic action. That's what we all like to see here. So, big congratulations goes to Vital. They take it in 5 rounds. That's going to do it for this cast. I was supposed to cast one, supposed to start 5 minutes ago. We're going to see if they haven't started. We're going to hit stop on the stream, and we're going to try to get to that one. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. Until next time, keep grinding, and peace.
Orion Drift VRML is brought to you by Another Axiom, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.